If you've ever thought, I want to help my child be an early reader, but I don't actually know what to do, you're not alone. And the good news is, teaching reading doesn't have to be complicated, time-consuming, or overwhelming. In fact, once you understand a few simple strategies, everything starts to feel calmer for you and your child. Welcome back. I'm Laura Beth, the creator of Books, Bonds, and Brighter Futures. In the last video, we talked about why so many kids resist reading and why that struggle usually has nothing to do with ability. Today, I want to show you what actually helps. Simple reading strategies that build understanding, confidence, and willingness to try. My goal is that by the end of this video, you're thinking, okay, that makes sense. I can do this. All right, first, reading is more than saying words. One of the biggest misconceptions about reading is that it's just about saying words correctly. But real reading is about understanding. We want them to comprehend what they are reading to build their knowledge. And when kids don't understand what they're reading, even if they can sound out words, frustration shows up fast. They guess, they rush, they avoid. And I can tell right away when a child is avoiding reading for this exact reason. Not understanding the text and fearing they'll get it wrong. So the strategies I'm sharing today focus on helping your child make sense of what they're reading, not just get through it. Strategy number 1 is to build phonemic awareness first. Let's start with something called phonemic awareness. This might sound technical, but it's actually very simple. And don't worry, if phonemic awareness is not a term you've used a lot or said a lot, when I was teaching my children to read, I didn't even know what phonemic awareness meant. Most parents are already doing parts of this and just might not know the technical term. It just means helping your child hear and play with sounds and words. This comes before formal reading. Things like noticing beginning sounds, clapping for syllables, playing with rhymes, and stretching out sounds slowly. This is as simple as sounding out the word cat, k-at. You are practicing the sound each letter makes and then pulling it together. These moments build the foundation for understanding words later. And the best part, they don't feel like lessons. They feel like play. By the way, you can download my phonemic awareness activity sheet in the link in the description below to give you clear steps to take, so check it out. All right, strategy number 2, focus on sounds, not letter names. This is a big one, and it's where many parents get unintentionally stuck. Most of us start with the alphabet song, which we all start singing the alphabet songs, the ABCs to our kids when they are babies. There's no problem with that. But when it comes to reading, sounds matter more than names. So kids read by blending sounds, not letter names. So instead of saying, this is the letter B, focus on this letter makes the B sound. This one shift alone reduces confusion and builds clarity. And because even I used to sometimes forget the exact correct sound of some letters, in my course, Books, Bonds, and Brighter Futures, I made recordings of every letter sound and the various vowel sounds, so you never have to guess. Just play the quick clip for your kid to learn. And you're welcome. Strategy number 3, keep words simple and success-focused. When kids are just starting out, simple words matter. One-syllable words, short sounds, easy blends. This allows your child to experience success quickly, and success builds confidence. Confidence is what makes kids want to keep going. I talk about in my course about what sounds to start learning first and why this helps build confidence fast. It's a practice that helps them start learning those one-syllable words and blend easy words together. And that's always the goal. I will always harp on progress over perfection, and good daily habits. And if this is all you do right now, that's enough. You don't need to stack more on top of it. So what does this look like in real life? These strategies don't require long lessons. They fit into real life. In the car, say, what sound does sun start with? All of us have to run errands, and many of us have no choice but to run them with kids in tow. Car time is a great time to have a captive audience who is strapped in and listening. I capitalized on car rides a lot to keep them engaged with pointing out signs and objects to talk about letter sounds. Another time is at the table, maybe, snack or lunchtime. Let's stretch the sounds and cat together. I would pick a few words each day to go over, sometimes the same words for the whole week. Okay, then let's talk about bedtime. Can you hear the sound in this story? And if they hear it, they then pick it out. You may have to point it out to them a few times, but then they'll start to pick up the practice. And it's fun to get that little praise from mom or dad when they do, and it encourages them to listen with intention. Okay, already, these are things that we were mostly already doing, right? We run errands, we have snack and lunch, and hopefully you're already reading to them at night. This isn't extra time. We're working it into everyday moments. 5 to 10 minutes a day consistently is more powerful than anything long or forced. If you're thinking, I wish I had a simple routine that showed me how to do this step by step, you're not behind. You're right on time. Parents can start these practices as early as age 2, and still these practices work for kids who have already started school but are behind in reading. Most parents were never shown how reading actually works, and once you understand it, everything feels lighter. All right, in the next video, I want to clear up something really important. I'm going to talk about the biggest myths that stop parents from teaching reading with confidence, including the belief that you're not qualified or might mess something up. These mindset shifts for parents changes everything. Let's keep going.